number 4. And game 4, enemies 3's company. Playing for their Big 3 livelihood. Tri-State versus Bivouac's coming up next. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside Avery Johnson. Enemy's been playing unbelievable basketball. Their guards of Crawford and Stewart, maybe the best backcourt in the Big 3 right now. How do these guys continue to play at a high level?
Well, they playing at a high level because whenever you can pass, dribble, and shoot, and you can play at all 4 levels, your range is when you step on the court. That provides space and opportunities not only for them, but for their teammates. And then on the other side, when you look at Michael Beasley, he's got to play well. He's leading the Big 3 coming into Week 7 with total points. And, last week he didn't play as well, got off to a slow start, and his team felt the pain of his slow, lethargic start.
Let's take a look at Stewart and Crawford and the stats and what these guys have been doing. I mean, they're dominating. I thought last week Stewart just got to wherever he wanted. You heard Avery Johnson talking about it. All 4 levels, inside, outside, off the dribble, off the pass. Those guys have been great.
And yeah, Stewart has been leading the team in scoring the last, 3 weeks, man. And he's very confident. Swaggy P, he's been player coach. Yeah. he's already asking for a raise.
And he's doing a great job animated on the sideline. Now, Michael Beasley, one of the better players in the Big 3, but they're up against elimination. What does Beasley got to do today?
Well, I think he's got to get off to a hot start. I don't think he can start this game looking to facilitate. He's got to try to, before they get to that end of the first quarter, I like to see him with 8 points. And we know he's as good driving to his right, finishing over his left shoulder. This guy, man, he can score the basketball. Look at this.
Yeah, look at the stats. First in rebounding, tied for first in blocks, second in points. He's got 3 of the 6 games this season, he has over 20 points. So if they're going to continue to play, Beasley has to be the guy. You see Swaggy P right there? He's the captain, also player coach. Love Stewart, Austin, Quincy Miller, and Jordan Crawford. For Chalmers, for the 3's company, you have Mario Chalmers, Tony Allen, Perry Jones, and Antonio Hester. Michael Cooper, legendary defensive player, one of the best to ever do it.
I was hanging out with Coop and Dr. J this morning.
What a week. What a week. And there he is again, Swaggy P. Swaggy P, not only is he coaching, but he is also a fan. And I'm a fan. I like watching those guys play, but Swaggy P really enjoys watching Elijah Stewart and Jordan Crawford go to work. All right, let's take some of the rules in the Big 3. First team to 50 wins. No game clock, so it's 14-second shot clock. Free throws, a 1, a 2, or a 3. And don't forget those 4-point circles.
And we had a situation in our last game, Scal, where had Glenn Rice Jr. made a 4-point shot, Power would have won that game.
Yeah, I've never seen a 4-pointer free like that for the win. But he missed it, and Dominic Johnson delivered for killer 3s.
Where does 3's company get their offense from a player not named Michael Beasley?
Yeah, it's Mario Chalmers, and he's a playmaker. He's going to set up Beasley, but when he has to, Beasley for 4, back rim. But Chalmers has to have a great game today.
Yeah, he tried to start off the game like Dante Green did in that last game.
Here's Stewart for 3. Beasley gets it back. Goes into his jab series, driving right, gets blocked, gets it back. Chalmers, that's long.
And man, you got to believe if the enemies are fortunate to win this game, that's almost, but it's going to eliminate 3's company.
Oh, no, it's going to eliminate 3's company. If they lose, they're done. There is no...
You're saying they're toast. They're toast.
If they lose, they're out. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Only one team moves on, and Bivouac and Tri-State play each other, so one of those teams is going to get a win. Here's Beasley.
Well, we'll see if, 3's company play with that type of desperation.
With Beasley, he starts every game a little bit like this, but it's amazing. It only takes 1 for him, and once he hits 1, he can go on and score 10 points in a blink of an eye.
Yep. And when I look at other guys on the 3's Company's team, Perry Jones, he plays professional ball in Taiwan, so we'll see if he can help.
Here's Austin on the block, taking his time. Oh, that was deflected. They're going to give it over to 3's Company. There's Beasley.
You would think Beasley can win this matchup.
Yep, there it is. And he really does like to drive right. All right, Jordan Crawford playing as good as anybody in this league right now. Pulls up for 3.
It'll be interesting to see what Swaggy P, the only available sub, how much does he sub himself in?
Oh, he's going to have to play then, because he didn't play last week, right? No. All right. Beasley up top, driving right. Ooh. Good job by Percy Jones on the glass.
Now, earlier today we saw, in our first game, the triplets got off to a very, very hot start.
Yes, they did. They're going to feature Beasley. Here he is on the block. Fade away. It only takes one. It only takes one for this guy to get it going.
Now, Beasley, got to remember now, this guy's 6'9". Got long arms.
Crawford inside. Austin kicks it out. Stewart. There's a lot of easy shots.
Yeah, this situation here, Beasley likes to go drive right and turn over that left shoulder.
Perry Jones on the glass. Chalmers for 4.
I just think Perry Jones can be this X factor today.
And he's working that glass right now. Austin, 3. No. A lot of missed shots right now going on.
Yep.
Beasley, 3. No. Stewart, rebound. Payne is wide open. Jordan Crawford. Pull up. No. Ooh.
And we know Elijah Stewart, man, he's very athletic, can play above the rim. I wouldn't have been surprised if he would have executed on that tip dunk.
Beasley again. Good downhill, other side of the rim, lays it up.
I think the enemies, they're going to have to bring some help from somewhere as this game wears on. You cannot allow Beasley to just go one-on-one without any support or help from the weak side.
Here's Austin in his bag, 7-footer, elevates, back rim, Beasley clears it, Perry Jones. And there's a lot of misses going on early in this game.
Yeah, we'll see if at some point whether Coach Cooper or Coach Swaggy P takes the time out.
There it is. Elijah Stewart takes the lid off the basket. 8-7, 3's Company. Beasley loves his spot on the elbow. Spin, step back. Ooh, that's nice.
You said you were going to Maine. I think Beasley traveled to Maine.
You didn't like that play?
That shot. I think that was a little bit of a travel.
I'll take the bucket. Elijah Stewart. Getting downhill, goes up, sweet left hand.
In that situation, very impressive that he was able to make that shot, but get the shot off with his left hand.
Yeah.
That's why getting shots at the basket is always important, because even if you miss, your team gets a chance to get an offensive rebound. But here it is. Look at Stewart, man. That's a high.
That's tough. Tony Allen, former teammate of mine, just checked in. Now, he has this uncanny ability to get loose basketballs.
Right.
If something, he just has a nose for it. It's unbelievable. Here's Beasley. Runner. Chalmers. Ooh, I thought that ball hit the rim. No? Guess not.
Nope. Smart move by Austin in that situation. You're right about Tony Allen, man. He gets loose balls.
Good cutter. Finds that dunker spot. Jordan Crawford dribbles out. Going to work. Hits that baseline. Comes back.
Man, he was relentless in that situation.
It is hard to own that line like that, especially against a bigger defensive player.
Right, and not step out on the baseline.
I think Michael Beasley's saying the same thing. That was nice.
We'll see, because, 3's company, 2 guys, 5 total ready to play. From a stamina standpoint, we'll see if.
I think we'll see Swaggy Pete. That's what I think. I think we're going to see Swaggy Pete. Enemies. 3-point lead. Welcome back, enemies. Up by 3. Coach Swaggy Pete made a little news this week. Take a look. Now, you ever played in jean shorts, jorts? I mean, did he not warm up? Like, when you're 40, you got to warm up. You can't jump. But look at that. That's smooth right there.
Normally, you wear those shorts with a swimsuit or something under it when you're on your way to the beach. It's not to play basketball.
It's amazing. The jean shorts. That's great. True hoopers, they don't care what they got, man.
Yeah. So normally, if you wear jean shorts, you may be playing on a blacktop outside.
There's Tony Allen gets the loose ball. That's what he does. He missed that layup. Jean shorts. Show up in the alumni game in jean shorts. Here's Austin on the block.
And Austin just very skilled for a big man. Oh, that's a bucket.
No, that's a bucket. Yeah, I got to be a little quicker on that clock.
And who can get to the ball fast enough? That's where a little speed in situations like that.
There's Stewart. Jordan Crawford. Downhill. Oh, nice pass. Finished strong.
But that all started with Crawford. Quick change of direction, drive. Excellent hands in that situation by Isaiah Austin. And finish through contact. I love players that can just old-fashioned three-point plays.
There's TA, Tony Allen. Gets to his spot, kisses it off the glass. A bucket's a bucket.
That's his game. Driving, going left, downhill. We've seen that a lot, but This guy's a 6-time all-defensive NBA player.
Crawford, 5 on the clock. Behind his back, downhill, elevating, Haynes. No, Beasley gets it back, no rim. Stewart clears it. Now he's going to work. On Tony Allen, no shot. All right, let's take a look at 3's Company and what they're up against today. 3's Company, any loss, if they lose, out. Now, if they win, we got to keep an eye out on Tri-State. And the differential will determine who's going to move on next week to Detroit.
But the main thing is you got to take care of business.
You got to win.
You got to win.
Got to win.
Win and you're in for next week.
And Stewart has something to say about that as he pulls up from 3. Tony Allen getting downhill, blocked.
Boy, my head is still buzzing. We predicted that Power Killer 3's game was going to be a classic.
It was great. And Power just kept chipping away, getting back into the game.
You know, when I had a chance to talk to Coach Oakley early in the season when they got off to a slow start, by the time they got to Miami, he said, we're going to be ready. We're going to the playoffs.
Hester kicks it out. Perry Jones for 3. Needed it.
Perry Jones, talked to him last night about his workout routine during the week in Dallas. Nice move by Chalmers. He talked about how he works out 3 times a day. And
still.
Yeah, man. He'll be heading back to play with his team in about 2 weeks.
Inside, creating space. Finds Jones. Jones again, yes. Well, those 3 days of work are paying off for him. Crawford on the 4 circle. Goes up. Inside, Austin. That's going to be a foul.
And Austin is not a guy that's real, you know, stout and burly and strength, but he's so long. And, you know, you got to know how to pass that ball to him, especially against shorter defenders. He can go up and get it.
Ooh, Crawford.
I thought that was a pass.
Here's Jones. He's going downhill. Kicks it out. Chalmers clears that line. He's up against it. 5 on the shot clock.
3.
Going down. Elevates. That was blocked, but it still dropped.
Nice setup. Stepping back behind the 3-point line like he was going to attempt the 3 and then accelerated downhill.
Elijah Stewart up top.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be great ball.
Yeah. Chalmers, what a high level of difficulty on this move.
Enemy's got 7 on the clock. Stewart, 4. In and out. That's going to be enemies.
Yeah, and you notice 3's Company, man, there's no confusion on their pick and roll defense. They are switching all 3 players.
I think Swaggy P's just giving these guys a break here.
Smart move.
Yeah, using their timeouts. They only got 4 guys. And they got to figure it out. That's sure there were times when you had to play. Like you're just going into a game, whether it's sometimes during trades or whatever, you know you're going to have to play close to 48. Do you pace yourself in a game like that?
No, because I always thought if we can get off to a good start and we can create some separation, then maybe, you know, sometime early in the 3rd quarter, I could kind of hit cruise control for a minute. But I always thought about playing hard early, especially in that 1st quarter.
All right, let's take a look at how the enemies turned their season around. They lost to Trilogy, beat Ball Hogs, lost to Bivouac, which everyone was shocked by, and then they got it right. Beat the Aliens, beat Killer 3's, beat Power, and Killer 3's and Power were playing some good basketball at that time.
And that was one of their most impressive wins, that win against Killer 3's. We can understand the loss against Trilogy to start the season,
Sure.
defending two-time champs, but man, they've really kicked it into gear.
And a lot of it has to do with Jordan Crawford. Jordan Crawford was hit and miss in the big three. This season, he's not. He has really found his footing. He has his space. He knows where he can pick his spots.
I'm just going to be curious if they're going to, maybe Swaggy P is just going to remain in the coaching part of the player coach and not participate on the court as a player.
The best, if he were to play, I would think it would be at the start of the half.
Good
just
call.
a little bit
Good
like
call.
if he was going to go in there. Ooh, Crawford down. Ooh, come on. That was sweet. You know what? If I'm Swaggy P and I'm watching Jordan Crawford do that, maybe I'm not playing.
Yeah, that play right there might be one of the plays of the day. Quick between the legs. You got to be, man, you know how athletic you got to be to make that move?
Here's Austin on the block, taking his time. Jordan Crawford's got it going. Three, no. It's going to go out of bounds.
And watch this change of direction. Between the legs, right to left. And now, flush. Wow. Good little hold off on the defender. Nobody from 3's company was there to step up and take a charge. They didn't want to get posterized.
Crawford, corner three. Short.
See, now this is a situation where I'm in agreement with you, Scal, where maybe the start of that second half, Swaggy P may give one of his guys, specifically Crawford. He looks a little tired right now. Look at him.
Yeah, and you have to look at things like those shots in the front rim.
Yeah, he's grabbing his shorts.
Well, next bucket for 3's company and finish to the half. Jones, step back, fades, in and out.
Yeah, I just think Crawford to go to Stewart or Austin for some offense. Yep.
They're going to bring the fire on this. This will be interesting. Austin versus Chalmers. Obviously, Austin has the size advantage on the bring the fire. Bring the fire. Listen, you don't like the call, you can just bring the fire and play for it.
Yeah. And here, Austin. Woo! Chalmers looked like he had all ball. Now we'll see if Austin knows the rules, unlike in our last game with TJ Klein.
Stepping back,
Stepping back.
It's a huge play in the game before us. Austin. He missed it. Man, I was not expecting Austin just to blow by Chalmers.
Right, he's going to be dreaming about that move tonight.
Man, nice move.
Yep. Guess the referee didn't bail him out on that.
Perry Jones. Nope. Hester, workhorse down there. Chalmers to send us to the half.
Yeah.
And he does.
And man, that's what happened. A swing, a no foul call on Austin on that drive and bring the fire. And now Chalmers hits the three.
Well, we got a good one so far. Mike Beasley's been going to work. Very back and forth. A lot of things at stake. So stay with us for the second half.
Circle, one foot is inside the circle, one minute on the clock.
Huge game in week 7. 3's company, they need to win. They don't want to go home. They want to go to Detroit. 26-22, 3's company. I'm Brian Scalabrine alongside Avery Johnson. Well, when you talk about 3's company, you know that Beasley has to perform. Beasley's been delivering for 3's company.
Yeah, and you just see a team that's desperate. Whenever you have a desperate team, they know their back's against the wall. And again, if you want to go to the Motor City, you got to play really good basketball today, take care of the ball. You know, you got a little bit more depth on their bench compared to the enemies. They got to try to wear the enemies down, and they can do it with the best player on the court, I believe, is Michael Beasley.
Yeah, and they're matching it with Elijah Stewart. These two guys right now are just playing such a high level.
Yeah, you talking about good things comes in twos, and Stewart and Crawford's been magnificent. Shooting a three-point shot. Here's a high percentage left-handed shot driving down. But here comes Beasley, man. This guy, he's a beast. He scores in a multitude of ways. It's hard for defenses to get to him, to try to slow him down. He just annihilates single coverage or one-on-one coverage.
You see the numbers right there. Elijah, 8 points. Beasley, 12 points. But 6 of 16 from the field. So, one thing to note, we don't know if Swaggy P is going to play right now. He's drawing up a play. 3 guys versus 5 are going to be out there. Is the fatigue factor of the enemies going to come into play?
And I think we'll know more. You know, we'll see what team hits 40 first. Let's see who gets the 40 points first.
So once again, just to recap, 3's company playing for their big 3 lives. They need to win, and then they have to watch Tri-State and see if Tri-State wins, and we go to differential. For enemies, they're playing for something bigger. They're trying to make it to the playoffs, and right now you really want to be in that position heading into Detroit where you're 5-2.
And right now, just what we talked about in our last game, the second half of these games, who can stay out of the bonus on defense and who can get in it first.
Austin with a 3 on the miss. Going inside. Perry Jones on the back down, taking his time, spins. It's going to fall out, but Beasley rebounds over to Jones.
But it's the extra effort. Perry Jones was unsuccessful, but that second jump to tip the ball out on that offensive rebound to Beasley, those are the type of effort plays they're going to need if they want to survive. We'll see if this timeout helped enemies since they didn't sub in the first half.
Turnover Crawford. Chalmers, corner 3. Air ball. Crawford gets it back. Inside. Austin, no. Stewart, no, but he's fouled.
Yeah, he puts so much pressure on the defense because of how he can attack the basket. He was tipping that in on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're going to call a non-control tip with one arm.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's controlled.
Yeah. You would hope in those situations the other 2 officials can come in and help.
Nice pass.
Yeah.
That's good hands and quick finish by Isaiah Austin. Jones gets it back, shot it well in the first half, and he's continuing it.
I'm telling you, Perry Jones, he's been a different player. Just his aggressiveness offensively, there's no hesitation.
Stewart for 3, that's short. Rebound Beasley, out to Chalmers. 3's company moving it. Perry Jones, airball that one.
Hey, get to the cup, man. It's cool. Go in.
Crawford on the wing, taking his time. Pulls up, hand in his face. Rebound Beasley, leads the league in rebounds. Beasley takes it back. He's going to go to work here. 3 ball, long. Remember, if he doesn't hit the rim, you don't have to clear it.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Coop. He doesn't like the way the focus of his team, to start this second half.
Yeah, both teams are playing pretty good defense, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Challenging guys. But also remember, both teams seem to be playing a little bit of one-on-one. All right, let's go back to the standings. You see it right there. Enemies trying to move into that real estate of 5-2. 3's company trying to starve off elimination.
Yeah,
continue to play.
Power took a step back.
3's company eliminated if they lose. And if they win, then you got a scoreboard watch. Will Tri-State win? And what would be the point differential on the entire season? Which right now it's really close. And we'll have more. We'll know more about this after 3's company finishes this game off.
So what you're saying is, if 3's company lose this game, there's no one from the Big 3 executive teams going to be calling you about flights to Detroit.
No,
you would not have a reservation.
When you leave here, you can give your shoes to any kid you want here because you don't need them anymore. And there's some pretty nice kicks out there. I see Michael Beasley with some nice kicks. I got Chalmers. You got the new Jaw 1s. There's some nice shoes out there. You don't need them anymore if you lose. Oh, another miss. Those things kill you.
Man, you have to hit the basket.
You have to.
Man, it's a must.
All right, 28-26, enemies just chipping away, getting back into this thing. Jones kicks it out. Beasley mishandles. Now he's got 5 on the clock. Oh, nice step through.
Just a little Euro step. I just think Perry Jones, when you have 9 points, you got to continue to stay involved offensively. Call for the ball. Sure, Beasley's got to play at a high level, but man, you're having one of your better games. There it is.
Jones, along with it. Right now, enemies have all the momentum. Jordan Crawford elevates, and there's a lot of standing around for 3's company.
Yeah,
they're having trouble containing the ball.
Sorry, Scott. We'll see if 3's company mixes it up. Perry Jones is open for a reason. Sometimes you can cut to the basket.
They go to Perry Jones. Back to Beasley. They're going to need Beasley to come up big in the second half. There it's going left. Short with it. Stewart for 3 with confidence. Ooh, in and out. Beasley clears it. 3's company needs a bucket. Looking to go inside. Perry Jones has the size advantage. Rebound, Austin.
Go to Austin inside.
Tough pass. Oh, that hurts.
So from a fundamental coaching standpoint, and I know you and I like to coach younger kids that's coming up, situations like that, you want to throw the ball higher to your teammate. See, the worst thing you can do is make a low little chest pass here. That's where Chalmers is. You got to throw the ball higher away from the defender. You don't want to try to execute a bounce pass. That doesn't make sense.
What would Pop do if you did that? Tim Duncan. I mean, he wouldn't say it that nice. I know how you're saying it right now.
Next dead ball, I'll just start running to the bench. I know a sub would be coming in. I would sub myself out in that situation.
Gotcha. Ooh, Beasley with the foot. Ooh, the spin. He's showing you. He's showing you the replay of the move. There's Stewart. Loses the ball, but gets it back. Here's Crawford. Downhill attack.
That's a foul.
They're not calling a foul.
Ooh, Beasley put him in the spin cycle and step back twice.
I mean, that's 6'10", doing that move.
Yeah, he hasn't been as efficient, but realize he's got to score the basketball.
So Michael Cooper's calling for the replay. I wonder if we see this replay, if we see a foul on this play, because I felt like Jordan Crawford got fouled.
That's one of the things Swaggy P was complaining about on the sidelines. He said that was a foul.
Well, we got a chance to look at it. Or you make the decision.
Yep. I thought Beasley got him right there on the right elbow.
Well, I can't. It has to be off Three's company, right? Oh, no.
Off of Crawford's head.
Yeah, you're right. He knocked the ball off his head or shoulder, heading that direction. You're right.
It's good to have Ice Cube back this week.
Yep. Put on a little show earlier.
Yep. See Muggsy Bogues over there sitting next to Ice Cube.
He was, you know, you talk to guys who played against him, they hated playing against Muggsy. And
The challenge is successful should be 3's company ball with the baseline 14 seconds on the shot clock.
pick you up full court, turn you. There's Muggsy right there.
Muggsy. So in 1983, Muggsy's high school team, Dunbar High School, was ranked #1 in the country. My high school, which was 35-0, St. Augustine High School, we were ranked 5th.
You ever matched up?
No, they didn't want to play us.
Everyone says that.
You can say that now.
Oh, Hester with the foul underneath. Nowadays, that doesn't happen. The top schools end up playing each other in this tournament.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a #1 team in the country.
Some holiday league, holiday tournament.
Yeah.
Our budgets weren't quite the same.
Yeah. Beasley. Rebound Crawford. I'm waiting for these guards just to explode. Austin. He's got that range. 3 on the clock. It's up.
That's
Rebound
a win.
Beasley.
That's a win for 3's company.
Beasley, step back. Ooh, no foul, yes. It had to be a foul.
But I know Chalmers is really disappointed because Chalmers was open right in the right corner. So and look at the defense. Look, you have all 3 defenders in the paint. So somebody's open.
Yeah. Beasley short, Hester. Workhorse underneath. Oh, that's a big bucket. Big offensive rebound.
Man, you got 2 against 1 on that side on the free throw line. Got to box him out.
Stewart. Ooh, had Austin. Pulls up. Inside. Another foul. Now we got to start watching the scoreboard here.
Yeah, but smart foul by Beasley in that situation. He was in a point of no return. It's only their 3rd team foul. They missed Austin a couple of times on some slips. Wow, great hands by our cheerleaders.
Former player.
Yeah, you got to look for the ball. Man, way to go.
All right, here's Beasley. Needs to get going offensively.
This is his drive to the right if he doesn't take that shot.
Oh, Hester is an absolute workhorse. I hate to go against guys like that. Undersized and strong. You can't bring the fire. You guys. Wait a minute, it's a shooting foul?
Yeah, it was a shooting foul.
They called it a shooting foul?
Yes. They called it a shooting foul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on the isolation here, they called it.
I thought it was Hester down low.
You see him right here on the left arm?
There's Bees.
Wow.
We should show you guys this because this was quick work.
We couldn't even go over the rules for bringing the fire so fast.
It was quick. That was the quickest bring the fire ever. There's Stewart on the wing, downhill, attacks, elevates, gets to his spot. 36-34.
Tear my ACL because of that.
It seemed like you want to try to force Stewart left in that situation.
Chester kicks it out. Beasley off that bring the fire. No foul called at all. Going strong. I heard the foul from here.
Wow.
But they do have a mic on the rim, and we're going in. We're going to take a break. 38-34. We got pals here. Look at Cube hanging out with Ninja Turtles. Megastar. He must be in that movie. Welcome back, Three's Company. Ninja Turtles two-stepping. They're out here loving it. Ninja Turtles have been around all day. Hanging out on the court, shooting the 4-point shot. Right now we got a ball game. Three's Company, they're up 38-34. Three's Company need to win to have any hope of advancing. And Enemies is trying to get in that conversation to go to the playoffs in DC.
And that's what I love about Big 3 Entertainment, Scal. We have something for all ages.
No question. Never know what you're going to get. Oh, Beasley's feeling it. He is absolutely feeling it. They're going to take a review, make sure it's a 3. But ever since Beasley hit that, bring the fire, got another pull-up, got a layup, now he's got a 3.
And we understand momentum swings, and you want to stay away from droughts, but man, when you get in that cycle, when you're feeling good, and back-to-back baskets, looked like his left foot was on the line.
I mean, if that's the only angle we have, that's going to be tough. All right, so let's talk about what's at stake once again. Coming up after this game, Tri-State will play Bivouac. If Three's Company wins this game, then we'll get out the calculator and we'll find out who's going and moving on to Detroit.
Oh, this is a better look. Yeah, his foot was on the line.
From right there, you just got to have to make the call.
If the ref, if they have this angle to start, then
that's it right there. Two-pointer.
We got it.
Yeah, we got a 2-point shot.
We're not telling them peace.
Yeah, we're saying we're good. Let's play some basketball. All right, right now, Enemies got to make a move. They got to start getting this thing going offensively. Remember, this is the first time I've probably ever seen this where a team has really played with no subs.
I think that's had an effect on the Enemies.
Okay, Austin working that glass.
We thought after we saw Swaggy P playing in jeans that he was going to give us a few minutes.
You could play in the alumni game, but you can't play out here. Oh, man. Crawford goes strong, lays it up. Now, can you string together some stops for the Enemies?
And right now, the Enemies have 4 team fouls, so we got to keep our eyes on those team fouls.
Here's Chalmers. Trying to get Beasley involved. Got him top of the key. Beasley going left. no rim, and that's going to be a finish.
Yeah, that's a tough finish over Austin. I mean, you got to remember, Austin is what, 7? Is he 7 feet tall?
Yeah, 7 feet, 7'1".
Yeah, 7'1". So with that wingspan, he probably elevates up to 7'4".
Oh, big miss at the rim. Jordan Crawford telling Elijah Stewart, you go to work right now. And that's what he's doing. Over to Crawford. 3 on the clock. Rises up. In and out.
Yeah, I just think in that situation, big guys got to be a little bit more demonstrative and really want the ball inside. Nice pass here by Chalmers. Hester cutting to the basket. A lot of Hall of Famers in the NFL went into the Hall of Fame today.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you're a fan of all the sports?
Man, I'm every sport.
You watch golf?
Oh, yeah, I watch
You
golf.
watch tennis?
Oh, yeah, Scotty Scheffler. Scotty
I
Scheffler.
watch hoops. I watch Big Three.
I
know. I'm saying I don't have a band. I just watch hoops, and then I do other things.
I watch it all. I was watching the Big Three early on CBS.
I know you were. All right, 43-38. Austin, 5 on the clock. He's got to go to work. Ooh, nice move. Left hand, no. Stewart finishes.
But man, Austin, not many big guys, 7'1", man, has that footwork.
And he keeps getting by guys.
Yeah.
I got to go to that more. There's Beasley. Man of the second half, little jab, Euro step across, no good. Stewart, off that dunk, a 3, short. Chalmers clears it with a 3-point lead, going to Beasley.
Remember, we said Three's Company is fighting for their big 3 lives.
Big shot for Beasley. There's really nothing you could do about that defensively.
No, not many players can slow Beasley down in this situation. Got to his spot. He's got 20 points.
So the challenge right now, and you said it, right around that 40, is they've just been playing with 3 guys. They have Swaggy P, he's player coach, but he hasn't got in the game yet. And they're playing a whole game all the way to 50.
Yeah, you look at Coach Cooper, he played Tony Allen in the first half, but we haven't seen Tony in the second half.
All right, Jordan Crawford going baseline again. Gets it, takes his time. Oh, they're going to got a foul. Is it going to be a shooting foul?
Yep.
It is going to be a shooting foul. Crawford's so good going baseline.
Man, what a ferocious move here.
That's a lot of ball. This is a good one, and this is a big possession right here. Both teams got 5 fouls. You got Beasley on defense. Crawford going to work.
And remember, Scal, the last time Beasley was on offense and bring the fire, he scored. It was quick work. Remember, we couldn't even go to the big bring the fire ruse. Wow.
Crawford taking his time in his bag, pulls up. That's long.
No.
Big stop by Michael Beasley.
And remember, coming into this week, Beasley was 5th in the Big Three in steals. He's very good at blocking shots. So he's not a one-way player. He's a much better defensive player now than he was early in his career.
And he leads the league in rebounding, total rebounding. There he is. Elevates. You can't stop that. And that's 47-40. The only way Enemy's going to get back in this game is Three's Company fouls him. Oh, turnover. All right, Enemies, they got 7 on the clock. They need a bucket right here.
And now you got a situation where you can go try to get downhill, which Crawford did. And nice tip in by Austin.
You said at the very top of the broadcast, if you attack the rim, a lot of things will open up. That time the offensive glass opened up.
Yeah, now 3's company is positioned a 3 or a 4 wins the game.
Beasley taking his time.
It forces enemies to come out and play further.
All right, this free throw right here could seal the deal.
So if Beasley makes this shot, then 3's company can answer their phones on.
Well, no, we got to wait for Tri-State. We got to watch that. We got to do some math. You got to calculate?
No.
We're finding out. Beasley for the game. And now it gets interesting. Tri-State has the pressure. We got to get out our calculators and find out the difference. And we got to figure out who's going to Detroit.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting, Scal.
All right, you see it right there. You see it right there. 3's company, 3 and 4. Tri-State, Bivouac, they're playing to play 3's company. Now listen, Bivouac is about 25 points behind. So unless they win by 30, it's going to be tough. So it's all eyes on Tri-State. If Tri-State wins, then it's time to start doing some math and finding out the differential between the two teams.
Man, Michael Beasley, leading scorer in the big three, and he looked like it, especially in the second half. And it was all about getting up attempts. At one point, he was, 6 for 16 from the field? It doesn't matter. He's got to put the ball in the basket. His team needed him to be Michael Beasley today. Not an assist man, but a scoring machine.
It's all about buckets for Beasley. And if he makes one, you might be at his mercy. We had a good one. 3's company looking to stay alive. One game to go. Stay with us. We'll be right back.